Okay, good morning. So we're going to get in this routine. Official start time is always going to be 6:45 on Monday mornings, Boulder, Colorado time. But 6:40 to 6:45 or, 6:42, I'm definitely going to show up for a little bit of foam rolling. So we're going to make the movement part of it a little bit more focused starting right at 6:45. And if you get here early, you get to benefit from a little bit of extra foam rolling. I'm looking around, grabbing my short foam roller. I do think that having both is a really, really good idea. And at some point today, definitely like and subscribe, or definitely subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you're continuing to get updates about when I'm launching videos. But welcome to Mobility Monday. I'm super happy today because A, I have Jackson here again, and B, I get to go for a run after the mobility session. So this is going to be pretty targeted to pre-running. And remember, you guys, just because this is live doesn't mean that you can't come back and use these sessions. I've heard from so many of our athletes that they're using mobility almost on a daily basis. So first move, most important foam roll that I could probably give you right now is going to be, Jackson, no, is going to be the adductors. So inferior adductors and low distal down by the knee. And then we want to internally rotate the hip. So you're just elevating the foot into internal rotation at the hip, and it's dictated by the movement of the foot. All right, let's make sure we get the other side. Tissue release in the adductors is going to lead to better activation of the lateral glute, that glute med. Okay, go, baby. Okay, so other side, we just hit the foam roller just a little bit. And I'm just definitely a little bit spicy on that inside of the thigh. You probably are a little bit more because I do foam roll that almost every day. And we're just gonna, it's something about puppies. When you get on the ground, they're so happy you're there. No Garmin. Drop it. Okay, internally rotate. Let's go for 10 of those. 2, 3, 4, don't judge me. 5 with my dog training. I'm going to show you a trick in just a second. 8, 9, and 10. I have to keep remembering that he's a baby, right? So I got a treat. Jackson, show everybody your trick. Ready? Sit. Down. Now, what do we always preach? We preach patience. Wait. Jackson, wait. Okay. So he is learning how to think and process. He's not the best at it. Okay, at 6:45, I was just telling the gang earlier, go get the treats. Go get them. I was just telling the gang earlier that if you come early on Mondays, we're going to spend that time, good boy, we're going to spend that time foam rolling. So we're here at 6:45. We're going to start in the half kneeling position. I want to start with some decompression breathing today. So the knee is not at midnight. It's going to be out at 2:30. Don't go to 3. Go to 2:30. Jackson, sit. Jackson, wait. And all we're going to do here is thumbs on your bottom rib, pinky on your hip bone. We want to expand the rib cage. And we want to elevate the ribs. Jackson, off. The ribs off the hips. Jackson, no. Right here, big inhale, we're going nose breathing. So you want to feel the expansion, bigger and bigger. 2 more big breaths. Good. So we're out here at 230. We're just going to drive that knee over toe and come right back. I want that left hand on the hip bone, and all we're going to do is make sure that that hip is not following the knee. The knee's going to the right, and the hip is almost going to the left. Straight out, 2, 3. We already took a little bit of time to foam roll that tissue, so it should move a little bit cleaner because we took the time to use the foam roller. 5. We're going to go 8 reps. 6. Good boy. 7. 8. Go chew on Melissa's cycling shoe. And good. All right, same thing other side. The knee goes out to 45 degrees. Thumbs on the bottom rib. We're going nose-nose breathing. This time when we expand the rib cage, think about breathing into your back a little bit. Think about getting wide. Don't crunch. Keep your chest nice and tall, but think about getting wide through your back. Okay, thumbs on the bottom rib, pinky on the hip bone. We're staying in one position. Expand the rib cage. With the head position, we want to make sure that your crown is right through your neck. So you don't want to be in that forward head position. So it's chin back into the throat. Okay, we got 8. Drive in. 1, 2, push into that big toe. 3, 4, 5, 6, head up. 7 and 8. Okay, good. From right here, let's go right back to the other side. 230, we're going to use a hand driver on the left. Don't think about a big rotation to the back. I want you to think about driving the knee to the right, hand up. And there is a little bit of rotation, but don't really try to twist. Okay, so you're up, expansion, decompression, reach up and away. We got 8 of those. To the right. Big reach. 1, 2, 3, big rib cage up and away. 4, 5, 6, good. And push that knee over the toe. Good job. Let's hit the other side. Jackson, good boy. Sit. Good boy. You're such a good boy. Okay, left side. Make sure that knee isn't diving in. Good boy. Okay, go lay down. Remember, Deacon used to do this so well, but Deacon was like 10. Hang on, treat. Sit. Good boy. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Jackson. 4. Patience. 5. 6. So hard to teach patience. 7, but it's a theme, right? 8. Ow! 9. I'm doing an extra. Yes. Good. Sit. Down. Jackson, down. Okay, release. From right here, guys, let's go into a nice wide stance. I'm going to get my sticky mat. I just prefer it. We're going to go toes ever so slightly outside of the heels. Drop into the hands right between the knees. And we're dropping down into a body weight squat. 2, 3, we got 10 reps here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we start to put a little bit of load into the hips. And 10. Good. Shake that out. We're going lateral lunge to the right. A lunge is a step and return. 1, 2, 3. I think he likes the feel of the sticky mat in his mouth. 6, 7. Gotta get some heat in the tissue. and 10. Good. Switch to the other side. Jackson. No. Good boy. 2, 3, 4. Push your hips back a little bit. 5. Going after those adductors again. 6, 7, 8. Jackson, sit. Hey. 9, 10. Good. All right. If it's distracting for you guys to have Jackson in the show, let me know. If you like it, most of you have said you like it, but also he's distracting. I don't bring him to work. Okay, toes out to the outside, heels to the inside, 10 squats. 2, 3, 4. Make sure the fingertips touch the ground. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Okay, so now we're going into internal rotation. Let the heels go just outside of the toes. Big voice. Heels outside of the toes. Soften the knees, hands on the knees. This is just like we're playing third base. The most important thing here is I want your hips up. Feel the hamstrings. Feel the high hamstrings. Tissue's warmed up here. We're just asking those hammies for a little bit of length in this position. Your elbows should be locked out right there. So that's kind of perfect with most people. Gives you space up top. Nice. And right there, we're going to push that into a founder. Push the hips back. Those of you with Mobo boards know exactly what Jackson just ran away with. He just ran away with part of the Mobo board. Better than a cycling shoe, but I'll have to call Jay for more. Back to the third base position. Hands into long wing this time. As you push your hands forward, you're pushing your hips back. We're just using the counterbalance of the arms to load the tissue on the posterior chain. Start in that third base position. Strong upper body. Hands into long wing. Push the hips back. Toes on the ground. I can feel my big toes wanting to come up. Grab the ground. Come right back out of that. Push right back into that founder. Hips to the back, hands to the front. Elbows should be soft and kind of low. Good. Push your hips back. Good. Let's go 2 more of those. Good. And 1 more. And good. All right. We're going right back to that half kneeling position. From the half kneeling position, we're going into the double arm relax. Remember, this position in strength and conditioning is usually called the prisoner position. I kind of hate that name, so I'm going with double arm relax. Elbows to the back, shoulder blades are nice and tight. First movement is we're going to push the hips back, and just as the hips come back, the chest goes forward, and we just dive the chest down to the thigh. 3, push the hips back. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Let's go the other way. Now the knee is directly in front, right at that midnight position. Big, nice big chest, elbows to the back. Push the hips back. 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. Good. Keep those big toes on the ground. 7, and 8. Okay, good. So that's how we warm up this position. Hopefully you have a wall nearby. If you don't, work with me now in free space, and then definitely find a wall and play with this movement later. You can always call it up on the YouTube. We want to be close enough to the wall that a small foam roller will hold into the wall. This is your perfect half kneeling position. right? The small foam roller can fit between my knee and the wall. From right there, make sure that your back foot is straight. So a lot of times when people get into that, their foot is across the midline. Keep that back leg straight. We're going to turn into the wall and go double arm relax. And we're going to tilt forward and back. Good. There's 5 reps. That ensures that we're stable and strong on the bottom. If you haven't foam rolled and mobilized the adductors and then you go into that position, what you're going to see is how the tightness in your hips facilitates tightness in your upper body. So the more mobility and strength we have in the inner thigh, the more strength and mobility will be expressed through your upper body. Okay? So let's go the other side. Nice strong position. Right knee is in front. Locking on, not pushing, but just locking on. And then hold into that double arm position. Drop down and gently go to the back. 2. You want to stay off the wall. 3, 4, and 5. And good. It's one of my favorite ways to see if an athlete is disassociating their upper and lower body. But you must take the time. You must take the time to tissue release the adductors and activate the adductors, or mobilize the adductors and then activate them. And that's what we did. So we did a tissue release, we did a mobilizer, and then we did an activator. Those 3 things. And if you're on my premium group and you're currently in a program getting mobile, strong, and fast, probably, you're going to really recognize exactly what I just said. Okay, push the hips back. Get into that third base position, into a founder now. And we're just going to drop and drop. Keep the hands nice and high. Now we're mobilizing the bottom part of the body and stabilizing the upper part of the body. Good? Good. Keep going. Let's go 4 more. 1, hands are strong and up. 2, heels are outside of the toes. 3, and 4. Awesome. All right, let's go ahead and alternate knee grabs. We want to make sure, we know that endurance athletes will tend towards an anterior tilt in the pelvis. We need you to be able to get not only into a posture if you want to go there, but a neutral pelvis. It's kind of what we're after. So just like that. That's a belly rub. Good boy. You want a cookie? Good boy. Here's another one. Okay, knee grabs. Five, good boy. 6, 7. Jackson, sit. 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 9, good boy. And 10. Right back to those lateral steps to the right. It's a lateral lunge. This time, we're going to step to the right and then take your right hand and reach back to the left. So we're going to step right, reach left, off, off. Good boy. Just like that. Step right, reach left. We got 5, 2. Now we're mobile here and we're mobile here. 3, 4, and 5. And then we'll go the other way. So we're stepping to the left, reaching back to the right. That's where you really start recognizing that relationship between the left lat and the right adductor. And in running, we want freedom. Step left, reach right. 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, if you know, you know. And 5, let's go ahead and do each side one more time. Step to the right, reach back to the left. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then last one, to the left, reach to the left, step left, reach back to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Woo! All right, Mobility Monday, official start time, 6:45. If you're here a little bit early, you're gonna get there for the foam rolling. If you'd like more information, definitely visit my website. Be sure you're subscribed, like, and maybe share that you're enjoying these sessions and they might be making a change for you in a positive way. Cheers, have a good week. Happy Valentine's Day.